Good morning, everyone. This is Trey from Midwest Day Trips. Today we are in Springfield, Illinois, checking out the Abraham Lincoln home. So grab your stovepipe hats and come day tripping with us. Oh, this is lovely because we have finally decided to embrace warm weather this year in the Midwest. It's a lovely day. Anyway, this is the house in question, the Abraham Lincoln house. You might have been picturing a log cabin. No, that's not what we're seeing today. This is actually his home from when he was a successful lawyer, but before he was president. And this is actually the only house that Abraham Lincoln ever owned. Unfortunately, because of COVID-19, all of the indoor attractions for this park are shut down at the moment, so we can't go in. Normally you can go in, they give a guided tour, but the close corridors inside the home makes it impossible to safely social distance. It's like taking a time machine and going back to the 19th century. Well, except for that tower right there, just ignore that. And we are right smack dab in the middle of civilization. As you can observe, the cars going by in the background and the modern buildings. We visited the house before and been inside. It's really cool, but even if you don't get to visit the house inside, you should still come check it out because it's really awesome just to walk around this preserved neighborhood and kind of get a feel for how life was back in the day. This house was purchased by Abraham Lincoln and Mary Lincoln in the year 1844. In the year 1887, it was donated to the state of Illinois under the condition that it forever be preserved and open to the public free of charge. And across the street, we have the Harriet Dean house. Harriet Dean was a divorcee who had a son named Frederick who had just recently moved to St. Louis at the time. This house was built in the 1850s. And next door is the boyhood home of Julius Rosenwald. He was a noted philanthropist and businessman, and in 1917 established the Rosenwald Fund, which helped to get African Americans back on their feet in a post-slavery United States. I think it's pretty interesting how so much progressive thought came out of this block alone. Of course, one of the forebearers of progressive thought happened to live in that house. I don't think I need to explain that one. And here we have the Beadle house, rented by a William Beadle, who was a fireman who rented the house around 1860. The house itself was built in 1840 or 1841. Alrighty, let's check out and see what's across the street. And here we have the Corneau house. Charles Corneau was a druggist who, in partnership with Ronald Diller, had the Corneau and Diller drugstore, which the Lincoln family frequently patronized. And next door is the Sprigg House, owned by a widower named Julia Sprigg, who turned out to be a family friend of the Lincolns. In fact, the Lincoln children would often come over and hang out over here. Of course, every house and every lot in this neighborhood has its own story. We're not going to get into each and every one of them, but it's worth coming out here and just taking it all in and learning a thing or two. So just a reminder that this place is considered a part of the National Park Service, and it is staffed by park rangers. While we were here, for a while, we were greeted to very nice church bells coming from the Presbyterian Church over here, so that was quite serene and lovely. And also, finally, they do have a visitor center, which is normally open, however, is closed right now because of COVID. It's pretty cool. They have all sorts of interesting merchandise and a movie theater in there. So definitely give that a try if you happen to be here when they're open. Anyway, that's going to about do it for today. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Check back all the time for brand new content. Take care, everyone.